This is exactly right.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
And we know how important it is to take care of it with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one. I've always used CeraVe.
They have little samples at my dermatologist as I'm leaving, and they don't do that with just anything.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye.
Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Starring Emmy Rossum as Alice Black, Furious follows a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, played by Lola Pettigrew, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
While Alice upholds justice, Catherine kills for it, terrorizing the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
With secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. Hello
and welcome
to My Favorite Murder.
That's Georgia Hart, the Minisode.
That's right.
God damn it. 10 years of this.
That's right.
God, you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. The subject line of this email is, my dad was almost John Wayne Gacy's first murder victim.
Holy shit.
We covered John Wayne Gacy when we did the Chicago Podcast Festival way back in November of 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to hear that, you can. Hello, all. There was only one way to tell the story, and that's to get straight to the point. By the way, my name is Kristen Murphy. Feel free to use my name. My father told me this vague story of him in the 70s about his incident with a sketchy hitchhiker, because that's what they did in the 70s. I finally asked him the whole story now that I'm older, and he told me everything. It was such an intense experience for him that he remembers it in grave detail to this day. It was the fall of 1972, and my dad was 18, trying to find a ride to the Cheech and Chong concert.
Oh, my God. That's such a time and place. I can smell it.
Those guys doing comedy to probably a huge,
stoned.
A huge stoned audience somewhere. Oh, I would love to know. Oh, wait. I'll just finish reading it. Mind you, John Wayne Gacy's first murder was in 1972. He said it happened September 22nd, 1972, on Interstate 94. My dad, Jeff, was standing on the side of the interstate when he finally found a car that pulled over and came to a stop. The man driving asked my dad where he was headed and offered him a ride, and my dad accepted. He described the guy as being smaller and stockier. The car ride was normal at first, talking about partying and nightlife. The driver asked my dad if he liked to party at night. My dad didn't fully understand what he meant, but my hippie dad was like, yeah, I like to party.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
When it's dark out? Okay.
Yeah. The next moment, the man put his hand on my dad's thigh and asked him if he wanted to party tonight. My dad panicked, knocked his arm off, and yelled at him to pull the car over immediately or he would grab the wheel and wreck the car. The driver tried to calm him down and ended up pulling over and letting my dad out of the car. A few years later, when John Wayne Gacy's picture was released on the news, my father knew 100% he was the man who picked him up back in the fall of 1972.
Wow.
The year Gacy committed his first murder.
Jesus.
SSDGM, fuck politeness, Kristen Murphy.
Wow. I've been reading a lot about Gacy lately just because there's been some books that have been written that I like. There's one where the daughter of the girl who put the photograph receipt in the pocket of the last victim at the pharmacy they worked at together.
Yes.
That led to Gacy being finally caught, last victim. Her daughter wrote a book about Gacy and about that, her mother and everything that was involved in the boy that was killed. It's just fucking crazy. It's called Postmortem by Courtney Lund O'Neill.
Wow.
And it's really incredible.
Oh, I want to read that.
Yeah. Anyway, Gacy. Because I never really knew about Gacy. Like, I never cared that much.
He was kind of one of my entrees in.
Yeah.
And it fascinated me so much. But then he did it for so long. And there's like a lot of people in the Chicago area that have those kinds of 70s stories of like, because the hitchhiking and all that stuff. He was a drunk and he didn't make a secret of like picking people up and doing that.
The Boys Under the House is an incredible book about it as well. Okay. Mine's called... I'm not going to tell you what it's called. Hi, ladies. Longtime listener, first-time writer. I just finished listening to Minisode 462, which is full of bad neighbors and kids home alone, and I figured it was time to write in. I grew up in San Francisco in the 2000s and 2010s in a quiet neighborhood near Golden Gate Park. My younger brother was about 15 years old the first time my parents left him home alone overnight. This was around 2017, so parenting style was more helicopter than trash. As always, my dad's parting words of wisdom were, don't burn down the house.
Yeah.
Everything went fine until early the next morning when my brother started to smell smoke from the garage. He ran downstairs, threw open the door, and saw flames creeping up our garage door. He immediately called 911, and the firefighters were able to put the fire out quickly. Luckily, the damage was limited to the garage door, and my brother saved the whole house from burning down.
Wow.
When the police investigated the fire, they found traces of fuel where the fire began and realized that it was started intentionally. Unfortunately, this was only one nefarious incident amongst several others on our quiet San Francisco block. One of our neighbors had been the victim of a drive-by shooting just days earlier, where thankfully nobody was injured by the bullets that smashed through their living room windows. Another house had a Molotov cocktail thrown into the front of their house. Again, luckily, nobody was physically hurt. A neighbor on our block had been recently imprisoned for fraud, and soon after these incidents, a group of guys had been arrested with a list of addresses in the glove compartment of their car that included the homes that had been threatened. From prison, our neighbor hired these guys to attack homes on our street.
Why?
I don't know. I recently asked my let's read. I recently asked my parents for clarification on some of these details because my brothers and I were teens when this all played out, and they tried to protect us from the full story. My mother then told me that in addition to these horrible acts of violence, yet another neighbor had been swatting our house for years, which is prank calling the police on our house. The worst incident had happened one night when the neighbor called the police and falsely told them that there was an armed intruder in our house. The police broke into our house and came inside. My mom opened their bedroom door to a police officer pointing a gun directly at her. My parents were able to de-escalate the situation, and my brothers and I slept through the entire event.
Thank God.
I know. My dad went full murderino and collected all of the 911 calls from the neighbor and hired a lawyer to get the neighbor to stop swatting our house. My parents both struggled to recount the story when I asked them about it recently because it had been so terrifying and infuriating for them. Thank you so much for all you do. You are both inspirations. Stay sexy and don't burn the house down. M.
God, that's like so violent.
Yeah.
And then like it happening over and over.
Yeah.
Like now this is on fire. Now there's cops in your house. Like horrifying.
I know. It makes me like, that neighbor's dog barking all the time isn't such a bad thing.
Yeah, just
it could be so like bad neighbors just ruin your life.
Earplugs.
Yeah.
And then I think about when we lived, because we kind of lived near the park. We were in the Upper Haight.
Yeah.
And the volume with which we did every single thing all day and night.
Oh my God. And you were the problem neighbor. We've always been the problem neighbor.
Always.
At some point in our lives.
I mean, just standard volume alone is not great. But yeah God. Ugh, horrible.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. The future has an annoying habit of always showing up.
That's why now is a great time to start planning ahead.
Enter Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns potential screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every stage of life. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided, potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM. Goodbye.
Summer means a whole new world for your feet.
They're walking more, sweating more, and going barefoot all day long.
For summer feet that need real comfort, there's Bombas.
Bombas has a whole line of sport-specific socks for golf, yoga, the gym, and every kind of runner.
They also make soft, supportive compression socks that are especially great for summer travel.
Bombas sandals and slides are made from super lightweight, cushy, waterproof EVA foam, so they feel incredibly comfortable.
And the best part, for every item you buy, Bombas donates an essential clothing item to someone facing housing insecurity, with over 200 million donations and counting.
I wore my Bombas compression socks on the plane ride to and from Italy. And listen, I'm a girl of a certain age at this point. It needs to be done. And I felt so comfy and so secure with my cute little Bombas socks.
So head over to bombas.com/MFM and use code MFM for 20% off your first purchase.
That's BOMBAS.com/MFM, code MFM at checkout.
Goodbye. Okay. The subject line of this email is Mafia Banjo.
Okay.
Greetings and hello to Karen, Georgia, Exactly Right Media, and furry unpaid interns. I am a professional banjo player who specializes in the 4-string banjo, which is not the style that everybody is most familiar with. All of my banjos are well over 100 years old.
Wow.
Some of them have really interesting stories, while the others have stories that have been lost to time. As well as playing the banjo, I also restore and set up banjos for people who want theirs to be like how they were when they left the factory. That means that quite often I have older people come to me and share that they inherited their father or grandfather's banjo and would love to hear it play again.
Wow.
Some of these instruments come with a mix of fascinating stories, sad stories, or no story at all. One of my favorite moments happened about 3 years ago when a woman reached out to my friend about inheriting a banjo. My friend told me about it, and I got in contact with the woman. She sent me pictures of the banjo, and it was an incredibly nice 1928 Bacon and Day Silver Bell Nay Plus Ultra 9 tenor banjo.
Oh, Jesus.
To those who don't know what that is, it's basically like the Rolls Royce of banjos.
Wow.
Fancy engravings, gemstones, and rhinestones all over the instrument.
Yes.
Gold plating, and to top it off, an elephant head carving with real ivory tusks at the heel of the neck.
Wow.
Its original cost was $900.
Holy shit.
Which today,
1929,
28,
$900 would be $150,000.
$17,000.
Damn it. So
But all those gems and things, makes sense. Yeah. To make it even better, it was common to request your name or initials to be engraved onto the banjo when you ordered the instrument. The original owner's name was engraved on the back, Sammy Musmano. One of my favorite things to do is research the original owner of any antique instrument, especially banjos. I asked the woman if she knew anything about Sammy, and she said he was her husband's great uncle and played banjo in various bands and orchestras around the Chicago area. This was a great lead, and I decided to do some digging. I found out more basic info, where, when he was born, where he lived, where, when he died. He played all over the world on banjo, mandolin, guitar, and even harp. I was itching to know more, so I asked if she could send me more pictures, like what was inside the case and such. Apart from some pics and a couple of small wrenches, there was a picture of Sammy with a man in a long coat, a snappy hat, and a cigar in his mouth. I said, wow, that looks a lot like Al Capone.
I was thinking that. Oh my God.
It was.
Oh my God.
Apparently, Sammy Musmano had quite the career. He was involved with the Chicago Mafia and played with orchestras hired by Al Capone for his parties.
Yes.
Al and Sammy were very good friends. Sammy taught Al Capone how to play the What if this whole thing is just a lie?
Yeah, this sounds like
just like the best creative writing of all time. I'd take it.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Okay. Sammy taught Al Capone how to play the banjo in his free time until Al went to prison. Sammy's brother, Michael Musmano, was a defense attorney and judge in the 1920s and early 30s. Al made sure to stay on Sammy's good side. One time after a gig, a rival gang mugged Sammy and stole his gig money from that night. The woman who told me about the banjo also told me that Al Capone supposedly bought the banjo for Sammy, which I have yet to confirm. In the 1930s, Sammy continued to teach and play on the radio until retiring from music in the 1940s. He escaped from the mafia and had a calm rest of his life raising his children. I have attached a couple of images of the banjo and Sammy.
Oh my God.
Apologies that some are blurry. They are the ones the women sent me. I have so many more crazy stories that I've collected from these instruments, and the more I learn about these stories, the closer I feel to the era and the instruments themselves. It's an honor to be a part of these instruments' history, and I'm so glad I can take care of them and let them ring for another 100 years. My girlfriend introduced me to this podcast during a long road trip from Northern California down to Los Angeles about 2 years ago. I was instantly hooked, and I've been listening every weekend during my weekly commute back and forth from New York City to Rochester, New York. And for that, I thank you more than I can express in one email.
Oh.
Stay sexy and ask your elderly acquaintances if they have a banjo in their attic. Gavin and Anna, Queens, New York.
That is so cool. That's such a cool hobby.
Yes. It's such a cool email.
I know.
Everything about it.
Hear me out.
Check this out.
That's a podcast.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
That's a podcast.
Yeah, of stories about your instrument.
Because check this out as episode 1.
We'll put it on our socials. My favorite murder.
So good.
These photographs. I didn't know banjos could be that gorgeous.
I know.
And look at Sam, swarthy as fuck.
Also, it's quite a thing to be able to play an instrument, especially professionally. So that idea that professional musicians are always one of 10 guys in a band, but it's
totally.
But they all have stories like this.
Wow. I love that. Send us your instrument history stories.
Only if it's a Rolls Royce of your instrument.
That's right. We don't want any fucking, what is a bad car? I don't know. Saturns.
Yeah. Pinto.
Okay. Sister-fueled terror plot. Okay. Brought to you by anxiety. Hi, MFM crew. I love you silly ladies and the fantastic work you do. Please keep it up.
Okay.
Not if you call us names.
I mean, Jesus.
Once upon an episode, you requested stories about things you can never live down. And in another episode, you requested stories that got vetoed from wedding speeches. My story involves both of those topics. My sister, therapy, yay, and a thwarted terrorist attack, ? My older sister has battled bravely with mental health challenges since we were kids. She's done a wonderful job at it, and today she is a happy mother of 2 who is completing her MBA at night. My God.
So hard.
She's the coolest. Because of her mental health challenges, she has done almost every type of therapy known to womankind. Hi. When we were in our mid-20s, she tried out a type of therapy that required her to keep a worst-case scenario diary. She had to write out diary entries as if her worst fears had come true that day.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. I've never heard that.
Put it on the page because it really does work it out of your brain.
Because your brain doesn't know the difference between real trauma and just imagined trauma.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So smart. My brother and I used to do dramatic readings of the entries in the living room, which often ended in all 3 of us crying with laughter. So cool. Topics included, Grandma died today. The big one happened. We live in Vancouver. This referred to the pending mega earthquake. And our dog went missing forever.
I constantly think about that. Constantly.
I'm always like, where's Mo? And Vince the other day was like, he didn't get out. I'm always convinced that Mo got out. I don't know why.
Also, and you know this well, but having Frank, a 17-year-old dog, walking around the house, I'm just constantly processing. I'm just and the grief will be hard and it will be whatever. And it's after a while, you're just all right, let's wrap this up.
I did with Elvis. Like, it did help me. Like, I always in my heart was like, someday I'm gonna have to live without him, and I just always thought about it. And so when it finally came, it was like not a surprise. I had asked him for 16 years, and he gave me 16 years.
And you're grateful. Like you get it makes you grateful.
Yeah, the Jewish people like to say, "May their memory be a blessing." So that's all you can do. Anyway. One day, my dad generously gave us 2 tickets to go see the Vancouver Canucks. It says, it's hockey, Georgia. Play at Rogers Arena downtown. I met my sister at the game and she pulled out her therapy journal. She wanted to show me the topic of the day. This one was a terrorist attack at Rogers Arena. She included detailed diagrams, maps, and of course, her dramatic plan of how the terrorist attack would unfold.
Oh, no.
I totally get this. We chuckled at it and she tucked it away as the game started. The game was pretty uneventful, but in the second period, things took a turn for the worse. My sister patted down her pockets, looked at me, and said, okay, give it back. I didn't know what she was talking about. She said, not funny, give me back my journal. Unfortunately, I hadn't taken her journal. In that moment, time stood still as we quickly realized 3 things. She lost her journal somewhere in the stadium. She lost her journal containing, all caps, detailed diagrams, maps, and a plan of a terrorist attack on a stadium inside of that stadium. Oh, no. And 3, her journal had her full name on it. You got to use initials.
I mean,
We immediately got up, left the hockey game that was still going on, and proceeded to silent cry/laugh our way home. I don't think we've ever laughed so hard. This story sadly got vetoed when I was asked to speak at my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to be sharing it here. She hasn't been banned for life from the stadium, so it seems that her journal went unread. Stay sexy and don't lose your therapy journal.
I mean, thank God those other stories were in there. So by the time they get to that story, they're like, oh, wait, hold, it's fine. It's
what we
fine.
think it is.
Just somebody trying to work through some stuff.
Or they're like, this person's a psychotic murderer or something who loses their dog constantly.
I really wanted it to be that it was like somebody gets hit in the head with a puck and then they get hit in the head with a puck.
Oh.
But that's going to go in my journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's yours. Yeah, that's for yours. And then we'll do a dramatic reading.
That's right.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
Okay, here's my last one. Hi, Karen and Georgia, my sweet, sweet angels, as I call my nearly adult age high school students daily, thanks to both of you. Sweet, sweet angels. I've been a listener since I was in my master's program for teaching in 2016. I'm now in my 9th year of my career as a high school teacher. You've been with me through so much, including starting me on the therapy journey that has so deeply improved my life, an engagement and wedding, and now my husband and I are expecting our first baby.
Oh my God.
Who we planned a lot to be ready for and are so excited about. Backstory to this story, since becoming an empty nester, my dad has gotten very into whiskey. He's collected hundreds of bottles, read books about the distilling process, curated tastings for his friends and for us, and generally has loved making it his new hobby and thing to learn about. He's gotten our whole family involved, and because of this, my husband and I decided to announce our pregnancy by getting each family member a bottle. For my dad, old granddad. For my mom, McLaughlin's grandma's rocking chair. For my brother, Uncle Nearest. They were so stoked when they figured out the surprise, and it was such a fun way to share the news.
Cute.
Brilliant. Before we even said we were pregnant, my mom and dad had loved to throw around ideas for their grandparent names. Like they would be Nana and Papa, etc. But nothing had stuck for my dad yet. You know what's coming?
I'm going to cry.
You should cry.
Go ahead.
Later that same evening, I brought up to my dad that he would like listening to your episode on the Pappygate bourbon heist since it was right up his alley. When I said that, his eyes got huge. He looked at us so excited and said, "That's it. I'm going to be Pappy." Come on.
Stop.
We named it Grandpa.
Oh my God.
He has been so excited ever since, talking about how perfect it is and how he can't wait to be Pappy to his future grandkid. He also wants to buy a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle's to celebrate, but I think the price tag might give my mom a conniption.
Yeah.
So thank you, MFM, for picking my dad's name for his next phase of life and for being with me through so many of mine. And thank you both for always advocating for public school teachers. It's rough out here, but your work truly does. Now I'm fucking crying.
Oh my God, stop with this.
But your work truly does make it better. A.S. She, her. God.
My nephews, my sister's kids call their other grandparents, their nicknames are Pops and Honey.
Oh,
is that the cutest?
That's very
or
cute.
It's actually Honey and Pops is how we say it. Okay.
Yeah.
This is called the reverse kidnapping.
Okay.
The dog adoption story. So don't freak out.
Okay.
Hello, my favorite murderinos. The story of the almost kidnapping of Axel the dog reminded me that my family has a story. Oh, I think they almost stole it from their neighbors or something.
Oh, like they thought it was a stray dog and actually they were stealing someone's dog.
Yes. It reminded me that my family has a story of the opposite situation. We got our dog through reverse kidnapping. Let me explain. There's a Greyhound rescue where we have gotten all of our family dogs. The founder had a knack for placing the right dog with the right family. I love that. And was deeply dedicated to her rescue work. They once got a group of greyhounds rescued from a track in Guam that had been shut down. Since the dogs were international, they needed to be quarantined temporarily. Our previous dog, Meggie, had died some years before, so they knew we were dogless and reached out to see if we were interested in fostering a dog just for the summer until his quarantine period was up. We said yes, and they sent the sweetest boy named Dimitri. And then it says, yes, I've included pictures. As the summer grew to a close, my parents reached out to the rescue to ask when we should bring him back. The response was something like, oh, soon for sure. We'll let you know when it's time. Soon after this, my sister and I noticed Dimitri was listed as adopted on the website. Strange, since he was still with us and we'd received no notification that he'd been adopted. Naturally, my sister and I did not tell our parents about this new development because we loved Dimitri and were hoping to keep him. Sure enough, when my parents checked in with the rescue a bit later, they got another, oh yeah, we can take him back soon, just not quite yet. By then, I think we had him for at least 6 months. At one point, my mom was texting me about something cute he'd done and said, I think I love him. Jackpot. Eventually, one of my mom's friends who was looking for a dog checked the website and told her, Renee, it says he's been adopted. At that point, our parents accepted that he was just our dog now. He fit in so well with the family, and we all loved him dearly, so none of us were upset about the reverse kidnapping situation. I don't even think that's technically a crime. Instead of taking a family member away, the shelter gave us a new one. I like to think the founder knew it was time for us to get a new four-legged friend and had the perfect guy for the role who brought us so much laughter, joy, and love. Dimitri lived with us for 8 years before passing away in 2020, surrounded by his family in the backyard of the animal hospital, lying in the grass in the sunshine, just like he loved to do.
Oh,
Cookie loves the sun.
Dimitri,
SSTGM. And when fate or determined rescue brings a dog into your life, accept the blessing. Much love, Amanda. Dimitri. I love it. Italian Greyhound. Like, if you ever get a chance to own a Greyhound, just do it.
the way they trot around, like they're like supernatural.
Doe. They're like a little doe.
Yeah.
And they love to be held.
They're all like, they don't want to walk or do
And
anything.
they want to wear sweaters. Like, what more do you want out of a pet?
It is so genius of a dog rescue to be like, oh yeah, it's almost over. Real quick.
Hey, we know you have a dog right now. Can you just keep an eye? Like, as if anyone ever like let a dog go.
I know.
For 6 months.
Nice move.
Yeah. All right. Send us any story you want.
I mean, you guys are doing great.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
And stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Molly Smith, and our associate producer is Tessa Hughes.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
Follow the show on Instagram at myfavoritemurder.
Listen to My Favorite Murder on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Calling all amateur detectives and podcast obsessives.
Virgin Voyage's second true crime voyage sets sail March 20th, 2027 for a 5-night escape to Grand Turk and the Beach Club at Bimini.
As part of the On Air at Sea collection, this immersive sailing brings together fan favorite podcasts, including Disgraceland, Buried Bones, and Wisecrack, for live recordings, behind-the-scenes access, exclusive meet and greets, and crime-themed programming that you won't find anywhere else.
All aboard our award-winning, kid-free ships.
Head over to virginvoyages.com/truecrime to secure your spot.
Goodbye.
I'm Nancy Glass, host of the Burden of Guilt Season 3 podcast. This is a story about a horrendous situation that destroyed 2 families. It's a scorched earth war that shows just how far someone will go to get what they want.
Cindy said I had to choose between the truth and my family, and I had to choose the truth.
Listen to Season 3 of Burden of Guilt on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.